Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring. Shattered by someone or something.
Since its official reveal at Microsoft's E3 2019 press conference, FromSoftware's latest game and its biggest yet, Elden Ring, has gone mysteriously silent for more than a year now, much to the sadness and disappointment of fans waiting for any sort of news. A ton of leaks, rumors, speculations, and more non-official stuff like these have largely been the only source of any sort of update, with many believing the game had simply been cancelled. However, as some of you may already know, and it is not the main topic of this video, well, FromSoftware actually acknowledged Elden Ring in the small list of updates in a simple but pretty exciting tweet. This had definitely reignited hopes of fans for more news soon, as the studio officially confirmed that the game is still in development. However, today we have some more news on Elden Ring, which may hype people even more. Now, before we get into this, Elden Ring is an upcoming open-world RPG developed by FromSoftware and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. The game is being produced in collaboration with Game of Thrones creator George R.R. Martin, who creates the world's mythos of the game. The game will introduce a new open world where players can expect a larger world scale, allowing freedom of exploration, and will also highlight a significant amount of RPG elements, which include a wide variety of weapons, magic, and ways to engage enemies with the strategies that suits you best. You will reportedly have mounts to explore the world, many unique kinds of bosses to fight in unique locations like ruins, castles, open areas, and more. From the story side, legend has it that the ring holds unimaginable power, that which commanded the stars, giving life to its fullest brilliance, and that the ring has been destroyed by something or someone. This then leads to the destruction and decay of the world. The sky is burning and brings parallels to the collapsing sun of the Souls universe. So now that I've talked about the overall description of Elden Ring, more details will be revealed soon of course. Now I can talk about the new details from today. In a recent interview, Xbox boss Phil Spencer was briefly asked about Elden Ring. Weirdly enough, Spencer went on to talk a lot about Elden Ring, definitely surprising the interviewer who was not ready for this. He even went as far as saying he's seen and played quite a bit of the project himself. Of course, he went on to say he is not allowed to go into too much detail about this upcoming open-world RPG title, but he managed to add a bit more hype to the game by saying that Elden Ring is clearly the most ambitious game the company FromSoftware has ever done in its lifetime, and that we are not ready for it. Spencer went on to add, I mean, I love his games, but seeing some of the gameplay mechanic stuff that he's tackling, he and the team are tackling this time, of the setting, working with another creator in terms of story, I love it so much. I love seeing him challenging himself. He is a good friend of mine, always expanding his horizons. I think it's a really good thing. Even though he doesn't outright say it, the other creator mentioned in this quote is more than likely George R.R. Martin, creator of Game of Thrones, and also helping create and making come to life Elden Ring. Spencer also explained the dynamic of playing the game in front of its creator. When he has me play, I go over and he has to leave the room. I think that's because I'm a bad player. And then he comes back and we have a conversation about things that I think. He's so passionate about what he does and most certain about Elden Ring. It's one of the things I just love about getting to work with him on some of these games and seeing them come to our platform. While fans will no doubt enjoy hearing a bit of good news on this upcoming game, it unfortunately doesn't tell many questions that people have been wondering. Some time ago this summer, a potential legal issue with the game's trademark process came to light, potentially revealing part of the reason why there's been a lack of news. The application process has hit a number of little problems and rejections since it was failed back in 2019, possibly due to a dispute, with no further delays and a lot of waiting. Hopefully this doesn't mean that the game will be delayed super far, but we never know. What we definitely know is this game is coming to next-gen consoles, but still no word if it'll be on both current gen and and next-gen at the same time. Although the information for this game is vague, game director Miyazaki stated that there are many definitions to the term open world and he might not be phrasing it correctly, but they have simply tried their own approach to a game with large open field to play in. Players can expect a new broader world that can be freely explored, and players will also be able to mount a horse and possibly fight from horseback. According to Miyazaki, villages will be the dark dungeon-like ruins that you have come to expect from us. This may sound like the game will introduce two additional dungeons that are linked to the open world, which opens up complete freedom for both exploration, combat, lore, and player progression. Towns won't be full of villagers, merchants, and things like that. They will be ruins, dungeons, and exploration hubs. As Souls, there is no vast population of NPCs. They want to create the feel of emptiness while also create a beautiful and varied world. Elden Ring was emphasized as the largest project that is being developed in terms of scale and content. Miyazaki stated that there is no fixed main character in Elden Ring. We mostly leave it up to the player to decide the characteristics and personality of the characters they create, he said, which allows the player the freedom to create how their characters looks. As far as combat goes, Miyazaki states that this title will include a wide variety of weapons, magic, and ways to engage enemies that make it possible to provide users with a style of gameplay and strategy that suits them. Elden Ring has so much potential to be a great game, and fans are reasonably excited to see more of the game because of that. Nothing has been said or confirmed yet, but Elden Ring might definitely show up at the Game Awards next month on December 10. This could also definitely explain FromSoftware randomly tweeting about the game just recently. Alright guys, if you'd like more news on Elden Ring, drop a like on this video as I'll definitely be making more, and of course subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks to Themistocles, Signo23 and Kian Zolfagari for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for 99 cents only. It'll help me and the channel as a whole to give you more and better videos.